Just the other day, I made a LinkedIn post talking about how people overcomplicate their offers and how they like to sell some new shiny object, fancy thing on the market because then they feel they can charge like 5 grand or so. And that exact thing is also happening when we're planning to scale. Let's say we're planning to scale to 50k a month mark. We want to be running a 50k a month business. But in reality, it's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. Like I said in the title of this video, you can literally just leverage your already existing network to hit that 50k a month mark. And now in this video, I'm gonna talk about exactly how I'll be leveraging my own network to hit 50k a month this year. So before, like last month, before my account got banned, that was my plan all along. But unfortunately, Meta being Meta, banning me for calling too many coaches gay, actually happened to me. So now I gotta rebuild my entire thing. But that's not a problem because I want you to understand how easy it is to just, let's say, recover from losing everything. And by the way, I don't even think I was wrong in calling too many of them gay, because realistically, coaches coaching coaches that then coach some other coaches, mate, like what the hell are we even talking about? But all in all, I'm right now recovering from it, and this is exactly how I'm just gonna ignore the obstacle that kinda got in my way, and I'm still gonna hit my goal of making 50k a month this year just by leveraging network only. So, for example, let's say you're charging 5 grand, which by the way, I'm not. I make my money off of the revenue share. But let's imagine you're charging 5 grand. That means that in some ideal case scenario, you would only need 10 clients to actually hit 50k a month. And let me ask you, would you say that in your network you have at least 10 people that can buy from you? I mean, I would say so, because network is your network and you should absolutely look into just connecting with people a lot more, because that's exactly what I'm doing currently. Like, having mutual connections, having some common ground, assuming familiarity, those are the key things when just starting your conversation and your, not even a sales process, because like Jeremy Miner said, the best sales processes, the best sales conversations don't even feel like sale. So that's exactly what you should be doing as well. If you want to sell, stop trying to sell. I know, nothing revolutionary, but that genuinely is how this entire industry works. And right now on my Wolf of Croatia brand, that you can by the way drop me a follow on if you want to see more of the sauce like this, on that page I'm currently networking with as many guys as possible. That's just a step number one in actually leveraging people and making them buy my stuff. Because eventually, all these things that I'm currently doing, training, placing, and managing setters, eventually everyone is going to need that. Like, I can imagine you hitting 100k a month not on your own, or maybe you can do so, but then after, will you actually be able to scale from 100 to 500,000 pounds a month just on your own? I don't think so. I don't think so, because you'll need someone that will do certain part of the job for you, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing. Even name dropping people is enough. Like, even if you know a guy who knows a guy who then knows the third guy, that's generally enough, because it's never been this easy to just connect with everyone, especially on IG, you know? And for example, what you need to be doing, and what I'm gonna do after I complete my first step of networking with as many guys as possible, is gonna create a system that I can use to literally just give my setter some tasks to do, and then he can do that exact same process for me. And guess what? I'm partially removing myself from the business, from the actual sales process, and I'm right now only going to be uh, helping the clients deliver the results. I'm actually only gonna do that. So that's the main thing. And a lot of people think that connecting with people is reaching out to them with some geeky ass outreach messages such as, yo, would you be opposed to blah blah blah. No, it's actually not that. You just need to reach out to 50 people per day, which is exactly what I'm doing with all my other businesses that I'm running outbound campaigns from. And you can still book 3 to 5 calls a day, you know And like I've said earlier, only name dropping someone else that is within your network is enough to connect, because that's already like a common ground that you have with a person, you know. And then when you master it all out, when you feel that you don't need those outbound systems anymore, you can just push into ads. But that's a problem for another day. The thing is that you always want to be reaching out to your ideal client avatar. You know, find a common ground, trigger curiosity, assume familiarity. Those couple of things is exactly what you need to be doing, you know? And when I do that, I'm sure that not only leads that are officially leads in my CRM are going to buy, but remember, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Let me ask you, if let's say you have a friend who is, I don't know, running some 100K a month business and you want to be doing the exact same thing as well, who is the first person that you're going to reach out to ask for an advice? Is it going to be him? Or is it going to be some random stranger apparently doing 100K a month? It's surely gonna be your friend, right? Because you know him, you like him, you trust him, you wholeheartedly trust him. And that's exactly why just having a network is so powerful, genuinely. And your guy, to be fair, doesn't even have to know that the setter is doing his job when reaching out to him, because yeah, you're just busy. And if anything, someone else should appreciate that even more, because then that means that you're fully focused on delivering the results to the clients. You're actually putting your whole time and effort into making these promises happen, right? So it's not that hard. Trust me, it's not that hard. And only that single handedly can take you to 50K a month business. Just charging 5 grand, literally. And just the other day, I actually talked with a guy who needed three sales development representatives. He needed three dialers, and I charged him literally like couple K only, not even a high ticket price. And he told me like, bro, why are you charging this low? Like it seems almost sketchy because you're charging this low. And I was like, bro, charging low? What do you mean? I make my money off of the revenue share. I mean, bro, if you want, I can obviously charge you 5, 7, 8, 10 grand if you want. Like, I mean, I don't have any problems with it, but my main focus is on stacking that monthly recurring revenue, you know? And it's so fucking easy to sell these kinds of services to the people that know you, like you, and trust you. So please make sure to leverage that. Like on my previous account that I got banned from, I got, I think it was around 1.1K followers or so, and I was literally printing like crazy, like genuinely. And even 1K follower is doing the proper work. You don't need some incredible following, because like I talked in the last video, followers don't make you money. What does? Network does. Your you just building a name for yourself. Like I know for a fact that every single person running a business, either coaching or an agency, even consulting maybe, that's watching these videos, first guy that they ever are going to think of when it comes to hiring, training, placing, and managing killer sales reps is me. Because yeah, I mean, who else can they actually reach out to? And that's exactly what I mean when I say that you need to build a name for yourself, genuinely. And then guess what? Just reach out to the person and have a proper convo, get him in, and start printing together. Like there's a difference between being a friend and a business. Like just the other day, my mentor, who I consider a really, really good friend of mine, charged me like 4.5K for his one-on-one thing. And that's completely normal. That's completely normal. So you should never be hesitant, I'd say, in asking your friends, your network, for some sort of a return. Like you're not here to play silly fuckers game. You're here to actually make it all happen, and just create that sort of a system where you can actually, I'd say, constantly be reaching out to new people, constantly be networking with guys, while you personally, while your setter is doing all those things, while you personally are just shooting content, attracting new eyeballs, and just nurturing those people so they can see what the hell is it that you're actually a master at, right? Name dropping people, assuming familiarity once again, triggering curiosity. Obviously, I don't want to share the exact opener with you, because even if 10 people start using it, it's already saturated, and I'm right now currently averaging maybe 35-40% reply rate when it comes to cold outbounds. purely cold. So I don't want to share it because that's only meant for my clients to be used, because obviously I don't want for these outbound clients that I have to start seeing some obstacles in their journey. But these kinds of things that I said literally right now, curiosity, being super straightforward, name dropping people, assuming familiarity, this is exactly what you can be using in your openers as well. Because I realized when you use so cold outbounds, cold, the reason I'm saying cold is because cold outbounds don't even have to be cold. Every single outbound that you outreach that you send to a prospect can be immediately warm if you know how to use the opener accordingly. And then after you get the reply, because with these kinds of things, reply is almost guaranteed. Once you get the reply, you just continue going with the flow, because, like I've said, if you want to sell, you need to stop selling. That's the thing. For some reason, vibes get transferred through the screen. And when you're talking with someone with the intention of selling, they will realize that already, and they'll be like, bro, get the hell out of my DMs. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You know? So remove the intentions of selling, network, and only later down the line, if you genuinely see the potential in working together, in collaborating, you can do so. Because that's how you keep a healthy relationship as well. You can never force a partnership. Because if you try to force a partnership, that's never gonna turn out good on a long-term basis, because who the hell would like to work with someone who is constantly forcing them to do something? You know, there's no mutual respect or whatever. So make sure to actually just use it, because it's never been easier. Like, we live in a world where you can right now call anyone on IG, on WhatsApp, even on fucking Telegram if you want, and talk with him. You don't even need to be booking these calls on calendar like, yo, bro, is it cool if I send you my calendar so you can find the best time for yourself? You don't have to, because if you're close enough, like imagine right now, if your brother, sister, mom, dad, even your best friend, if he needs you, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna call you. And you need to build your relationship with people to that level where it's not uncomfortable to just all of a sudden call someone. You need to build a relationship where when you're calling them, when they see the notification on their phone that you're calling them, they're gonna be happy to pick it up, because, you know, they know that you can spit some facts, spit some sauce. And that's exactly what you gotta be doing in order to build that level of relationship where ultimately it's not gonna be uncomfortable, weird, or anything along those lines to collect 5 grand for them. You don't need to be dealing with cold out ones anymore. Every single person inside your program, inside your agency, whatever your offer is, can be your close friend. And you should absolutely leverage that. I don't want to talk for too long. I just want to say that this is absolutely a train you should get on, unless you obviously want to get flushed out of the market, which is surely something you don't want to do. So, for more stuff like this, I'd appreciate to subscribe. And yeah, let me know on my IG. Keep grinding, boys.